Hey there, this is Cristando the Great, and I'm here today to talk to you about exponential growth. Let us first read the problem. Kirsten invested $1,000 in an account at an annual interest rate of 3%. She made no deposits or withdrawals on the account for 5 years. The interest was compounded annually. Find the balance in the account to the nearest cent at the end of 5 years. So when we do a problem like this, the words that we want to look for is words such as annual interest, and if we see a percent, we know that we're dealing with either exponential growth or exponential decay. In this problem, we know that it is exponential growth because we could see that the interest is being compounded annually, meaning that she is making money each year. So once we've established that we have exponential growth, there's a formula that we could use to solve this problem. We have V is equal to A times B raised to the T power. In this formula, A is the starting amount, B is the growth rate, and T stands for time. Now let us get all these variables together, one at a time, starting with A. A is equal to 1,000 because she begins with $1,000. So we have our A, our starting amount. Next, let us look for our growth rate. This one requires some extra steps. Whenever we have a growth rate or a percentage decrease, we always start off with 1. What we must do if it is growth is we must add on the percent at which it is growing. So for example, we always start with 1, and what we're adding on is our 3% growth. Now we cannot add this percent until we convert it to a decimal. If you convert 3% into a decimal, it's literally just taking the decimal and moving over 1, 2 places. So 3% is the same thing as 0.03. If we do 1 plus 0.03, we get 1.03. We now have our B. Finally, now that we know that our B is 1.03, our time is fairly easy to see. It's just the amount of years. Okay, so T is equal to 5 because there are 5 years here. Now that we have all of our variables, we're ready to use this formula. So we have V is equal to, instead of A, I'm going to put 1,000. Instead of B, I'm going to put 1.03. And instead of T, I'm going to put 5. Now we let our calculator do the work for us. We turn it on, and we clear it out, or do second quit. And now we type in exactly what we see. Here's how you do this. Parentheses, 1,000, close parentheses, parentheses, 1.03, close parentheses. The way we raise to the power of 5 is we go to this button right here. We call this the caret button or the up button. Press it, and then press the number 5. Now that we have this in here, we press enter, and we get 1,159.274074. Now, this is not our answer just yet, because they are telling us to round it to the nearest cent. So what we do is we go to our 27 cents right over here, and we need to ask ourselves, should we raise this up to 28 cents, or should we leave it as 27? Well, what we do is we look at the number next to the 7, which is a 4, and that tells me that I'm going to leave the 7 as a 7, because 4 is a number that is less than 5. If this were a number that is 5 or bigger, then I would round it up to 8. So our final answer is so she now has $1,159.27 in her bank account. Thank you and good luck.